This right here is Car Con Carne. Car Con Carne is a Q101 podcast. I'm James Van Ostel. Car Con Carne is sponsored by Easy Automation, easy-automation.net. If you're looking to transform your home, office, or business into a smart, seamlessly connected space, Easy Automation delivers custom automation solutions that are tailored to your lifestyle. Whether you're upgrading your home entertainment, streamlining your office tech, or enhancing the atmosphere in your restaurant or sports bar, they've got you covered. Their expert team designs and installs personalized systems from smart lighting and climate control to audio-video distribution and robust Wi-Fi networks, all managed through an intuitive app on your favorite device. Easy Automation makes technology work for you effortlessly, reliably, and always with your satisfaction guaranteed. Visit easy-automation.net or call Dan at 630-730-3728 and take control of your environment today. Car Con Carne also sponsored by Exploding House Printing. Exploding House can help with all of your screen printing, embroidery, and other merch needs. They're truly local. They're based in the Hermosa neighborhood, and they focus on small businesses, bands, brands, everything in between. They've worked on stuff for The Empty Bottle, The Botanic Garden, The Music Box, Dante's Pizzeria. You can see the whole list at explodinghouseprinting.com. And Jonathan, the guy behind Exploding House, he's been doing this for literal decades, so he knows what he's doing. Besides technical expertise, he delivers production efficiency and cost awareness to offer boutique print shop quality at much lower, large print shop prices. Check him out on Instagram at Exploding House, or go to their website or email info@explodinghouseprinting.com to get a quote.
It's Car Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Ostel.
That ship may have set sail. I want to start by talking about the antique mall and collectibles. I feel like we need to start by talking about that. I mean, it's literally staring at me. So we're going to start with that. I'm at Volo Antique Malls. I'm with the owners, managers, Keith and Lisa Santiago, who woke up early on a Sunday morning.
Yes.
And I love this place. This is just for people who love antiques, for collectors. This is heaven. This is a place you can spend a day at. I want to talk about all that, but it's Halloween season, and word has it that your antique mall's haunted.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Explain.
Yeah, we have 3 buildings, and there has been sightings in all 3. But we do have a pre-Civil War cemetery, like behind the barn, and it has a lot of historic graves in there, including one of a soldier who built our barn, but his body's not there. It's actually in, where did you find out it was in?
It's somewhere in Southern California, or not California, Southern Illinois.
Yeah, so he's not buried there. They didn't bring him back.
So the important question is, have you two personally experienced anything spooky?
Yes. I've been cashiering, and I've heard, like, when my daughter was 4 years old, I heard the weight of a bunch of 4-year-olds running above me in the barn. And when I looked at the camera, no one was there. And I'm like, okay. There's been a lot of incidences. We try to blame it on something logical. We're like,
it's just the wind. Or
yeah. We're like, maybe a raccoon knocked that down, because it's a barn, that we run. But then we come in, and there's like books lined up on the floor with a bubble gum machine on it, holding everything up, and it's purposely placed there. Things in circles on the floor. Like the second floor, we had these wood beads that they would use for Christmas trees, and I was looking at them the night before, and they were really stuck in the lattice that we have. And I came in the next morning, they were in a circle on the floor. And we've had some dolls move around.
Oh, that's no good. That's no good.
Yeah. One was planking on the 4th floor loft, and she had her arm up in the air. And there's no way. It's not like a rag doll. She looked more like an American Girl type doll, but her legs are really stiff. There's no way she was sitting inside a corner, up the stairs, facing the direction. And then when we opened it with the lights on, flat, just pointing with her hand up.
No. What do your vendors say when they realize this stuff is going on with their stuff?
Yeah, I mean, they try to, work around it. Some people don't try to think about it. And, when we first had, our first discovery of it, we were worried we wouldn't have anybody come in. But then it just, thrusted us forward, because there were so many people intrigued by what it was doing or where it could be, that it brought more shoppers to us. So it was awesome. So I think they became a part of it and they know that. So I tell them to.
So the Volo Antique Malls, 27640 Volo Village Road in Volo, Illinois. As we're on the topic of haunted stuff at the Volo Antique Malls, you brought a painting.
Yes. I can't believe I carried it here.
I will hold your mic, or you want to hand it over? This is distressing. What am I looking at here? And should I be touching it?
I don't know. A customer bought that from one of our dealers in Mall 2, and it is dated 1982. And the customer called me like hysterical. She was a regular customer of ours, and she said, "I need to bring this painting back. I don't even want my money back." And that's when I was like, "What's going on?" And she said, "It's haunting my household." And I'm like, "What?" And she said, "Yeah, I keep hearing little kids running around everywhere." And then she said, "The oddest thing, I hear a marching band. We can't get any sleep. The noise is so loud with these kids running around and this marching band noise." And I'm like, "Okay." I said, "Well, you're going to have to return it to the dealer in the parking lot." I didn't at that time even want it in here. I was like, "No, because I have enough going on." And so she returned it, but then my dealer resold it to a good friend, and she's had it for a few years, and it seems to be simmered down. But she has a voodoo themed bathroom, so I don't know if some of the spirits calmed it down.
And it seems benign. I mean, it looks like a pair of sisters holding up a puppy with kind of weird eyes.
Sneaky cat. There's a sneaky cat in there.
I mean, in fairness, it looks like an amateur painting.
Like folk art. Yeah.
But I guess, I mean, it's creepy enough on the other side that I could see this being concerning.
Yes.
Did you say something about a tooth?
Yes. The lady that had it was taking a picture of it, and she went to take it down to bring it to us. And she found a tooth on the side of the canvas, like embedded into the wood of the canvas. And when she brought it in, my girl that knows oddities, Janelle, saw the tooth. She took it out and looked at it because she's brave, and she said, that's a child's tooth in there. Yeah. So I don't know if those ghosts were the kids and they want their teeth back. I don't know, but
That's creepy.
I know.
And you position it so that it's literally staring at me as we're doing this looking right at me.
I mean, it's kind of like Annabelle. I think the things that are sweeter and innocent.
I agree.
Like the Raggedy Ann, if they did the movie with that, I think that would have been better. But they did it with the creepy doll, whatever. That's their choice. But.
So as far as your staff goes, the people working the registers and all that, have they experienced stuff as well?
Yes, definitely. All of them are in our paranormal tour, which is running through the museum, and they all got interviewed, and all of them have stories for sure to tell. I mean, some have had their hair pulled. One of my cashiers, actually my own aunt, ran out of Mall 1 when I was cashiering on the other side, screaming and crying. And that was the only time it really spooked someone bad, where it was like scream, it made someone cry. And someone made a joke like, "Oh, is the ghost locked up on, second floor?" And she goes, "Yeah, I'm meaning out of the lights off, And bam, bam, bam. We have this freight elevator shaft that's really old, and it just made a pounding noise, and she took off. And she was crying, and I'm like, "It's okay, it's okay." I'm like, "Oh, I'm sure it was something. I don't know what it would be, but I just made up something to make her feel better."
Raccoon.
Yeah, exactly. Another knocking raccoon, really loud.
So tell me about the paranormal tour. Like, when and how do people get to experience this?
Yeah, it's through the museum, the Auto Museum, and they put the tour together. They have like ghost stops at certain points. And I think for a limited few, they do have like ghost readers that people can use. So it will light up red. It goes from yellow, orange to red. And I think that's limited quantity. But they have the tour going on, and it tells, like, it goes all through our malls, even the most north end of this building and everything like that. So, yeah, they have like points of interest.
Amazing. Okay, so again, 27640 Volo Village Road, voloshopping.com. Let's talk about this vast, expansive space. Before you sat down, I was talking to Keith. The first time I came here, one of my lasting impressions was, "Oh, it keeps going." Like, it is this endless antique situation, like
Yeah.
building to building, like floors, multiple floors. Like this is a super fun. This is a day.
Yeah.
And you could probably not even see it all in a day.
It's true. It's true. I mean, I go to sometimes like WizCons and antique shows, but I mean, this is year round. I mean, these people set up and it is here. They don't have to tear it down. And we have people, we don't charge admission to get through our antique malls. And, you know, all those shows do charge admission. So at least they can come here and be a fan of something because we have something for everybody, literally.
Oh, last time I came here, I walked out with a handful of Silver Age comic books, a few records. I was good. Like I was happy. Found everything I wanted. Found like one of those old Star Trek record and book comic book combos where you put on the 45 and you follow along with the comic book.
Oh, right.
That's from loved finding that here.
Our rarest Star Wars find actually was someone who brought in original Star Wars wallpaper of a child's room. Yep. It was just a panel, like one single. It wouldn't cover a room. But it was the most beautiful artwork of planets and spaceships you've ever seen. And it was never used. I thought that was something else. That was a time capsule, I'll remember for sure.
I love this description. We aren't your stuffy grandma's mall. We are your cool grandma's mall. So this is a family business. This started as a family business. You have taken on the mantle of running this place. Talk a little bit about the history.
Yeah, my parents started the museum together with my uncle, with the car museum, and my dad kind of ran furniture. It wasn't as targeted, like newer furniture back then, as say our malls, which seem to be now like a good fit because it's like a vintage gift shop for the museum. So they'll come to see the Batmobile, and then they're like, "Oh my gosh, I can buy the mini version." Or we have these rare, signed things like Funko Pops, and they're like, "Wow, I love that." If they like a certain car, like even if there's like the Dukes of Hazzard, we'll sell anything from Miami Vice to 18 collectibles to a whole bunch of slew of things. Whatever the museum's doing, we match their gifts, I guess we could say.
Are Funkos still highly collectible, or is that I keep waiting for that to wane? Is that still a thing?
We have the signed ones, so those ones get pretty up there. Like Michael Myers actually signed this one Funko, so like the signed ones. And I have been selling a lot of Beetlejuice ones, especially with the holidays.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I was saying this before we started recording. I think people who like antiquing, like going to your antique malls, I think it's something you learn from your family. Like I got that bug from my grandmother. I mean, you got this from your family. But I remember as a kid, like going to flea markets every weekend with her and like rummaging through comic books and all sorts of things. I think that is a family ingrained habit.
Oh yeah. And that's what's so nice is when families come through and they just, they're definitely teaching the next generation to carry the torch. The Star Wars people love that, and the Hot Wheels people. And, we do have the red line for the adults. And then we have the small $5 one for kids, which is nice. They have a variety for families at all price points.
What do you like to collect? I mean, are you so immersed in this every day? You're like, we can't put anything else in our house.
The dealers are very deadly when it comes to that because they know I am addicted to 80s stuff. And I love Duran Duran. I mean, this one guy got me the hugest banner I've ever seen of Duran Duran. I mean, it could take up a wall. And I just love 80s stuff in general. 80s art. I love Nagels and things like that. I think my husband knows we're running out of wall room. It's like, he's like, one more Nagel and that's it. So no more Nagels, dealers.
Is Hold Back the Rain by Duran Duran one of their best songs ever?
Oh, I do love it. But I'd say my favorite is Friends of Mine. Just because it reminds me of my friends. Yeah. And like Club 950, some old days, dancing to some good stuff.
Again, we are your cool grandma's mall. So with 300 vendors, 300-ish, is there turnover? How does someone get a space here?
We have one small spot left.
Really?
Yeah. And it's pretty much because someone retired.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I think the younger group is coming in and they love it because the prices of modern things have rose so much. It's ridiculous.
For sure.
And
like I mentioned records. Records are a perfect example of that.
Yeah. Now cassettes are kind of coming in underneath that. And so, I mean, but furniture, home goods, it's like you buy new stuff and it's terrible. It's way overpriced and they're not going to get their money back on it ever. But if they buy here, I mean, a lot of young kids know that they could buy it for fun. It's got character and they can resell it down the road. And it's such a great thing to collect because, they know they can just sell it if they decide to and make a little money off of it.
Thinking about that family connection, my daughter's hooked on going to antique malls with me. Like it's so much fun. Like when people come through here, do they go through everything, or do they kind of piecemeal? Like we're just going to do one building today, or do you see people doing it all?
They break it down sometimes. I mean, it is really big. But yeah, I mean, no, if they do the museum and here, hats off.
That's a day.
That's a walk because it's a lot of walking around. But yeah, they have their own plans, and I mean, they do tend to come up here with their families and Mall 3. There's a lot of collectibles here, and sometimes if they go to Mall 2, it is a little more high end furniture and things like that. But we have collectibles mixed in, and then they're kind of like, ooh, but they still are okay shopping down there. We have really wide aisles, so they don't mind. And we have strollers coming through and everything.
So we're sitting in front of a vendor's booth, lots of quirky stuff, and you're sitting directly in front of a bunch of skulls.
Yes.
Animal skulls. I don't even. Taxidermied rabbit is right to my right. So I mean, there's certainly quirky stuff you can't find anywhere. Is there hidden treasure here, like stuff you can't believe is on the shelf, like super valuable OMG kind of stuff?
Oh, we've had our oddities. She's definitely our oddity seller. And I could say the weirdest thing we ever had was this deer, and it made it like a week in here. And it was a deer with like alligator skin neck, snake eyes. It was like a combo. It looked like it should be an Evil Dead.
I guess they call it a chimera.
Yes.
Like that's the official sort of taxidermy.
It was here like a week, and we were like, oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she is so resourceful. She paints the skulls. She finds things in the woods. I could drive with her in the car, and she's like, oh my God, there's bones over there. And I don't even know how she saw them in 3 seconds. So it's like, yeah, she has a lot of oddities here.
This is a cow jaw.
They just came in Friday.
Did it? Lovely piece. Cows have big teeth.
Yeah, that's true.
Just right over my shoulder, I picked up a cow jaw.
And she has like wet specimens too, like snakes in jars and things like that. Yeah, she's got like a whole case of anything in jars. So, I mean, yeah, she's got like lizards in jars, frogs in jars. She has interesting jewelry that she makes, and she does interesting fantasy art. So, yeah, I mean, she is a definite unique dealer to our mall because we have such a variety, but definitely welcome here because we love that kind of thing. I go to oddity shows all the time myself.
Keith, were you a collector before you met her, or did you kind of marry into this life?
My wife would tell you I'm a collector of music synthesizers back when she met me, because I kind of had a studio with my friends and in Chicago, and we used to goof around on them. And
that's a cool thing to collect.
Yeah. So it's always been sort of my thing, but outside of that, not too much really.
Yeah, maybe some Fallout stuff.
Yeah. I'm into like Fallout. There's certain little things I'm into, but I'm not one of these huge, gotta have it completist sort of fans of really anything in particular. So
yeah, I'm a lifelong collector. I've never been a completist about stuff. I just like collecting. Mm-hmm. I like, for the things I like collecting, which for me it's comics and records. Like I love the digging. I love the hunt. That's the fun of coming to these antique malls, is just finding that thing. Like, oh, over in the corner they've got a box of comics. Holy shit! I can't believe that's there. Like, it really does feel like a treasure hunt. Like,
oh yeah,
you can get anything you want on eBay, but that's not fun.
No, it isn't. And then when you find it, you're kind of like, oh, that's cool. On to my next one. Like you're kind of sad for a little bit, and then you're like, gotta go. Keep going. Find your next round.
So there's Halloween stuff on display. All the vendors have their Halloween stuff, obviously. I'm guessing as we head toward December, like Christmas becomes, like, that drives a lot of humans here.
Yeah. Some people keep Halloween up year round, but then because it makes sense here. Yeah. And then we have
those are your people.
Yeah, the ceramic Christmas trees are starting to come in. I sold one yesterday. I'm like, oh, okay, it's early, but that's okay. I mean, hey, I love it too. There's such a uniqueness to the holidays with the vintage stuff. The faces, they're cuter, and the Santas, and they're not resin, and they don't look like they're fanky. But yeah, I mean, there's such a uniqueness to like the blow molds that come with Santa that would be in the front of like Christmas Vacation, that would be with Chevy Chase, and so yeah, we have a variety of Christmas stuff too that will definitely be out. They're decorating after the 5th of November, so hopefully we'll see it then.
Thinking about what you were saying about how the real world is really expensive. You can come to the antique malls and find stuff that's not. As you've experienced, as you've run this place through the years, through different shifts in the economy, is this, I don't want to use the term recession proof, but is this a business that can be successful in the face of a shitty economy?
Yes, definitely. I mean, especially because when I have new people set up, I try to tell them, hey, people have photo technology. They could look this up in seconds. You got to price this a little bit below what, eBay has it for. Knock off the shipping, and they're pretty competitive with their prices. They know that. And they're like, we always price below. And, so
I love that.
They try to, they know they can market way up, but they would rather just have sell in volume, and then they can just keep changing over their inventory. And the people that change the most do the best, for sure.
Brilliant. Okay, so the hours here at the Volo Antique Malls are
10 to 5 every day, except for major holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter.
You need a break.
Yeah. We're open New Year's Days too. So if people needed somewhere to go, we're open here too.
this would be a fun New Year's Day place to go. Like, let's start the new year doing something fun, like low key. Yeah.
Stay warm.
Stay warm. Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you for sharing the ghastly stories. Thank you for sharing that painting that's still staring at me. Is the tooth still embedded?
Yes. Yes.
Bring it over.
Yeah. It's like right under this, it's right there. You can see it maybe in the back.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, sorry.
Yeah, you can see it. It's wedged in there.
Oh no.
That's it.
Oh no.
Yep. We were not joking.
And so we're not so much like a haunted jump and scare kind of place. It's more like, we can't guarantee that ghosts will be here, but they probably will. I mean, it'll be an experience that is real. So it's not so much gimmicky as it is, paranormal for sure.
And really, the ghost stuff, the paranormal stuff, that's just a bonus. I love coming here. This is so much fun being at your antique malls. In fact, I can't wait to break all this stuff down so I can start wandering.
You're right.
I'll see you in a few hours. Thank you so much for chatting. I love what you're doing here. Keep doing it. You're providing a service for us
Thank
collectors.
you. Thanks
we
for
collectors.
having us.
Of course.